Link wakes up from his deep slumber after hearing the voice of a mysterious woman in the Shrine of Resurrection. Link then finds a Sheikah slate. The woman's voice guides Link to take the Sheikah slate that will guide him after his deep slumber. Just after, the door to the room opens up to a light. The woman tells him to be the light for Hyrule. The door leads him to the outside world. From the cliff, Link spots an old-looking man and decides to talk to him. The old man tells him about the temple at a distance. After talking to the man, Link decides to explore the temple. There, with the help of Sheikah slate, he activates the Tower of Plateau. After that, all the shrines are activated once again. At the tower, he again hears the woman's voice who tells him that he has been sleeping for 100 years and he must remember and defeat the beast before it's too late. After that, Link climbs down the tower and again meets the old man. The old man tells him about the monster in the castle of Hyrule and asks if he wishes to go to the castle. He then tells Link to go to the Hyrule he needs his paraglide. In exchange of paraglide, Link offers treasure from Oman-O Shrine. He then explores the shrine. There he comes across Oman-O, who offers him Magnesis trial. After completing the trial, he was awarded with the Spirit of Orb. Upon coming out of the shrine, he again meets the old man. Old man now says that he has to bring treasure from 3 other shrines as well in order to get his paraglide. He tells him about the history of Sheikah slate and tells him to follow the blue signs on the map of Sheikah slate to get to those shrines. After that, he starts his journey towards the Jabij shrine. There he comes across Jabij. He offers him bomb trial. He completes the trial and gets another spirit globe. After that, he goes to the K Namut shrine. K Namut gives him Cryonis trial. Link completes the trial and gets another spirit orb. After that, he goes to the Oadim shrine. Oadim gives him stasis trial. Link completes the trial and gets another spirit orb. Old man meets him again and tells him to meet him at the point where all 4 of the shrines intersect. There the old man introduces himself as King Roam Bosphoramos Hyrule, last leader of the Hyrule. King tells him that Calamity took everything from them. King tells him about the history of Hyrule 100 years ago. King narrates the story of the Princess Zelda, her appointed guard, and the 4 champions to Link. He tells that Calamity Ganon destroyed every being surrounding the castle, but Princess survived. The appointed knight protected the kingdom till last, and the king reveals that Link is that appointed knight. King tells him that the voice he has been hearing belongs to Princess Zelda and she will soon exhaust her energy. King informs him that all 4 divine beasts are under the control of Ganon and that he must defeat Ganon. King advises him to travel east to the Kakariko village and get guidance from Elder Impa. After that, Link follows the map on Sheikah slate and arrives at Kakariko village. There he meets Impa. Impa tells him that the princess wants her to relay her message to Link. She wants him to free the divine beast. She then shares the names of the beast and their details. Impa advises Link to complete his Sheikah slate with the help from Hateno Ancient Tech Lab before continuing his journey to free the divine beasts. After some time, Link reaches Hateno Tech Lab. There he meets Ms. Pura, who asks him to bring blue light from the ancient furnace in exchange of completing the Sheikah slate. Link completes the given task and receives his now complete slate. The slate now includes Camera Rune, which stores pictures from 100 years ago. Impa advises Link to visit those places to regain his memory of the past. Following Impa's advice, he visits Sacred Ground ruins. He suddenly remembers the whole memory of Princess Zelda and her being there for his oath. He then proceeds his journey when suddenly, he meets Sidon, Zora's prince, at Inogo Bridge. Sidon asks for his help against the divine beast Vah Ruta to regain Zora's peace. At Domain of Zora, King Darefan asks his help against the divine beast. King informs him the situation of the domain and about flooding situation. Sidon offers his help to appease Vah Ruta and King gives him Zora armor to ascend the waters just like people of Zora. Sidon then hints his sister Mipha being in love with Link. Upon hearing that, Link remembers his time with Mipha where she promises Link to protect him whenever he needs her. It is later revealed that Mipha made Zora armor specifically for Link. With Mewtwo's help, Link retrieves 20 shock arrows from Polynews Mountain. Along his way he comes across Hyrule Compendium and regains another memory of Zelda. Back at Zora, Sidon helps Link to control the flood with Shock Arrow. Link then moves to appease the Ruta. He one by one eliminates Goron's power control on every station. At last station he comes across Waterblight Goron and fights him off fiercely and finally activates all the powers of Ruta and receives a heart container. Mipha's spirit comes back and gives Link the Mipha's grace. Zora enjoys their freedom and King is thankful for Link's services. Along his way, he arrives at Korok Forest where he meets Deku Tree and tries to wield his hero sword. Deku tells him that in his current state he will not be able to wield the sword and that he should come back when he possess the power to wield the sword. Link then proceeds to the Goron city where he comes across divine beast Vah Rudania, who took over Death Mountain. With the help of Yunobo Link, he manages to stay out of Sentry's sight and cross the Bridge of Eldin. With the help of Guidance Stone, Link manages to activate all the terminals of Ruta one by one, but at last terminal he faces off with Fireblight Ganon in an intense battle. He fights him off and manages to activate control of Ruta and manages to free Daruk's spirit. Daruk awards him with Daruk's protection and offers his help. Along the way, he regains another memory of Zelda helping heal his wounds. Right after that, Link sees Va Neighborus. Link reaches Gerudo town and manages to enter the city by pretending to be a lady. There he meets Chief Riju and asks her help to appease Vu Neighborus. Chief Riju asks him to bring back Thunder Helm in order to prove himself. Link fights off Koga and bring back Thunder Helm, the heirloom of Gerudo. Just then, he regains another memory of Zelda and Lady Urbosa. Chief Riju then helps Link to appease the beast. Link attacks the beast's feet using bomb arrows. This causes beast to collapse down. After that, he reactivates all the terminals one by one. At the last terminal, he fights off an intense battle with Thunder Blight and manages to free Neighborus from Goron's control. By doing so, he freed the spirit of Lady Urbosa, who appreciates him for his effort and asks him to continue his journey to free Hyrule from Goron calamity. She awards him with Urbosa's fury. She also tells him to relay her message to Zelda that it was not her mistakes who led Hyrule's destruction, and that she is proud of her for what she has done for Hyrule. Finally, she asks him to take good care of Princess and Hyrule as well. Continuing his journey, he approaches Rito village where he meets Kane Lee. He tells Kane Lee about his plan to appease Va Meadow. Kane Lee sends him to Tiba saying that only he can help him out in the situation. Link regains another memory of him talking to the Rito's warrior Rivali, who bloats his success of managing Divine Beast Va Meadow. Link manages to convince Tiba to take him to a flight up the sky so that he can appease the beast. Upon reaching the sky, Link starts to shoot bomb arrows to destroy the cannons. By doing so, they manage to destroy the protection barrier around the beast. Link then descends upon the beast and manages to activate each terminal one by one and fights off Wind Blight in a fierce battle and gains control of the beast. By doing so, he frees the spirit of Rito warrior, Rivali, who awards him with Rivali's Gale, by using which he can fly. Link continues his journey after appeasing the 4 divine beasts. Along his journey, he experiences several past flashes of Zelda. In one memory, Zelda prays to the statue of her grandmother to bless her with the divine power so she can prove herself to be useful for Hyrule. She tells her that she gives her all devotion for the betterment of the kingdom and don't want to disappoint the people. In another memory, Link sees both of them riding horses in the field. Zelda thanks him for the advice to dress her horse in royal gear. Zelda also tells him about the mountain Lanayru, the mountain of the wisdom. She plans to go to the mountain on her 17th birthday and hopes to get her divine powers. After recalling the memory, Link travels to the mountain Lanayru, where he regains another memory of Zelda coming to the mountain on her 17th birthday along with the 4 divine champions. Sadly, she does not get her powers and is embarrassed in front of everyone. All the champions and Link reassures her and give her their unified support. Just then the group sees Goron Calamity attacking the Hyrule Castle from the mountain. After that, Zelda recalls another memory of him running away with Zelda to protect themselves. Zelda breaks down in heavy rainfall and tells him that it's because of her lacking the divine powers that all the divine beasts are now controlled by Goron and that 4 champions are now trapped inside the divine beasts. After that, Link travels to Korok Forest where he is finally able to wield the Master Hero Sword. Deku tells him that Zelda came there 100 years ago with the hope that one day you can wake up and protect the Hyrule Castle from Goron. She hoped that sword's owner can come back and take his rightful claim. Upon acquiring the sword, he once again visits Impa. Impa tells him that she can feel the spirit of the 4 champions within him and that she is happy that their spirits are finally free. She then asks him about recalling the pictures from his memory. Link tells her that he has recalled 12 pictures so far. Impa tells that the final pictures rests with her and that Lady Zelda specially asked her to show him the picture at very end. He visits the place in the picture and finally remembers what happened 100 years ago. Zelda protects him from the attack of Goron and finally her power appears. But Link was shot down. She then orders the royal guards to transport him to the Shrine of Resurrection, before it is too late to save him. The guard follows her order and that is how he wakes up after 100 years. Impa tells him that he is now ready to fight Goron and save Zelda and Hyrule. Link finally reaches the Hyrule Castle. He enters the princess room and kills the guard there. He then proceeds to the second gate where he defeats another one. Finally he comes across Goron Calamity and Sactum. The 4 champions unleash their power together and take Goron Calamity down. Just then, the Goron beast appears who is stronger than before. Zelda entrusts Link with the Bow of Light and instructs Link to hit the beast with arrow on the glowing parts. Zelda holds back the malice, The sheath of the beast while Link attacks the beast. After hitting all the glowing parts finally, Zelda is freed and she appears in front of the beast. She uses her divine powers and destroys the beast for the good. Zelda reunites with Link and tells him that she always knew that he will wake up and save the Hyrule. She thanked him for his courage and efforts. In the end she asks him if he recall all the memories of the past. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe for more epic videos. We will see you at the next one.